Yay! So the 2019 Sewing Weekender takes place this weekend. And in advance of the meetup, I wanted to share the goodie bags that are going to be waiting for all of our attendees on the day. So to start with, this is the bag. So Kate from the Fold line has designed a new tote bag, especially for this year. So that bag will be waiting for each attendee when they come in the door on Saturday morning. And then inside the goodie bag, we've obviously got some treats which have all been supplied by our sponsors. So just to start going through those. So the first one, so Afternoon Patterns have kindly sent a selection of patterns. So we've got a variety of different patterns and these will be in some of the goodie bags. So these will be jotted through some of the goodie bags. So some of our attendees will receive a pattern from Afternoon. And as I say, that's just 2 of the designs. I picked out 2 of the summary designs as the weather's still nice and warm here. I'm still in summer sewing mood. So yeah, and we've got other afternoon pattern designs as well. And then some of our other attendees will instead get a pin badge from Afternoon Patterns. And Jennifer's sent a couple of designs. So that's the pedal to the metal. If the camera can cope, we are. Design. And then there's also the Self-Made Woman measuring tape design. So another pattern company, so Closet Case Patterns, they've sent a card, and on the back of the card is a 20% discount for their online shop. And then in addition to that, they've also sent a woven label for you to sew into a Closet Case Patterns project and be very on brand. Then a different type of woven label, so Melissa from Fairtrade has sent a card which has a 20% offer for her patterns, and she's also sent this really cool woven tag, but it's slightly different because it's a zipper pull tag, and you can see Melissa's obviously put it on a little zipper on the card as well, so that would look really great on one of her patterns. It says Sew My Own on the back and Fairtrade on the front. Then we have Pavillion publishers. They've sent a catalogue of some of their recent craft publications, so you can have a look through and see what you fancy reading next. And then they've also sent an extract from one of their most recent books, which is Mend and Patch. And it's a book which contains both sewn and knitted mending techniques, and the extract has a number of the sewn projects, so you can get a good sense of the full book and also give a couple of the projects a try. Then we have Village Haberdashery, who are fabric, pattern and haberdashery shop based in London, and they've supplied a gift voucher for every attendee for £5. Then we've got Guffrigani, fabric and haberdashery shop based local to me in Birmingham, and they've provided a voucher for 10% off fabric online. And then also fairly local to me, so Sew Me Something, who are based in Stratford. They've sent a code to download a bag pattern. A nice tote bag with a contrast panel. Then we have, Kokawawa. So Anna has provided a code for 20% off her PDF patterns. And there's a little illustration of some of her lovely patterns. Then Sew Essential, Sew Essential online shop, and they stock pretty much everything. So they have sewing machines, haberdashery, fabric, etc. And they've provided a code for 15% off your basket when you shop online. Then we've got Name Clothing. So they have provided a voucher for 20% off their patterns from their online shop. Like So Amazing, Bristol and online, fabric, haberdashery and pattern shop, and Sarah has kindly provided 15% off full price fabric. Then we have a pattern company, so DP Studio. So they are a French pattern company, and they've provided a postcard with a code for 10% off their online store. They've also sent a number of these catalogues, so these will be in some of the goodie bags, and they produce, it's really nice actually, they produce a catalogue of their patterns. I don't know if you've seen these before, so I think maybe for each season, and it has an illustration and a photo of the pattern. They're just really nicely presented. So yeah, so there's some catalogues and some of the goodie bags, so you can get a sense of some DP Studio recent patterns, and then they've also provided a sample of their a selection of a number of their patterns. This is just one that I picked out, and those will just be in some of the goodie bags. So some attendees who haven't got an afternoon pattern in their goodie bag will get a DP Studio pattern instead. And then another French pattern company, so Iron Patterns. They've sent these cute little cards, and those cards have on the back a buy one get one free voucher for their PDF patterns. Then Experimental Space, so a UK based pattern company, and they've sent these really cool coasters. So on one side, and then so these are obviously ideal to have beside your sewing machine, to have either your gin or your tea with you while you sew. So Avid Seamstress. So Avid Seamstress pattern company have provided a 10% off their printed patterns code, and there's just a couple of pictures of their patterns on the back if you want a reminder. And then on the front of these cards they've had some pencils produced which say I'm an avid seamstress. And we've got those in a couple of different colours, so attendees will be getting one of these in their goodie bags. Then we have a voucher from Escape and Create, who are a Cambridgeshire, so they're in St Ives in Cambridgeshire, fabric haberdashery pattern shop, and they've provided a code for 15% off online. Then we have, Pink Coat Club, Joy at Pink Coat Club has sent a little package for each attendee, and then inside there, I think you can just peek through, we've got some of Joy's stickers, and I'm sure there's a little code in there too for attendees. Then we have Beyond Measure, so Grace's Beautiful Haberdashery shop, and Grace has provided a code for 10% off in her online shop. We've got a flyer from Pound Fabrics. So as it says, they sell lots of fabrics for £1 a metre and then up, and they've provided a flyer with some examples of their fabrics that you can get for £1 a metre. Then Spoonflower, so Spoonflower have sponsored our workshops this year, and they've provided a sample book with examples of the different fabric bases that you can have your designs or one of their designs printed on. So we've got the fabric that side, and then this side there's some of the paper samples, so for example the wallpaper designs. So yeah, so they sent pattern book for each attendee, sample book, sorry. They've sent one of these little maps, a shopping map of London, which are really cute to keep actually, as a reminder when you visit London, some of the good sewing related shops. And then they sent a little sticker as well. Then we have Maven Patterns, independent pattern company. And Maven have provided a discount code for 10% off on their online shop, but they've also provided a pack of Carozo buttons. If I show you, they're really nice for on a shirt or a blouse. So each attendee, I think, has got 5 buttons, and these are really interesting because they're made from the nuts of palm trees originating in the rainforests of Ecuador. They're naturally collected after they fall, so do not contribute to deforestation. And they're also durable, non-toxic, washable, sustainable, eco-friendly and made in the UK. So yeah, they're really, really cute. And there's a discount code too. Then Janome. So Janome have provided some information for attendees on the machine we'll be using during Sewing Weekender for those people who are borrowing a sewing machine. So anyone who's looking to, who's in the market for a new machine, will want to check that out. And then they've provided some bits and bobs as well. So we've got coasters, we've got a tape measure and a pen. Then, so Hayley Jane. So Hayley has provided a magazine for each attendee, and these are magazines that she includes in her subscription boxes. And we've got a mixture of different issues. There's also, hiding inside these, there's a discount code for 10% off your first box when you subscribe. And then the magazine itself, Hayley features these on her own vlog, so I'm sure you've seen them, but there's a mixture of interviews and pattern recommendations and what Hayley's loving that month. Check out in there. Then we have, so Crafty So and So, fabric shop online and in Leicester, have sent a card with a voucher for 15% off and a little badge. There's a couple of different designs of badges. And then they've also popped in a flyer for a retreat. It's called Crafty Sewing Camp, which they're organising. It's around this time next year, so start of August next year. So if we can check that out if you're interested. And then last but definitely not least, Harriet from Sew Me Sunshine has had some really cute woven labels produced, which are specific to the Weekender. So they say, handmade by me at the Sewing Weekender 2019. And Harriet had these made last year as well for 2018 labels. And I'm sure they got sewn in lots of projects made at the Weekender. And there's also, on the back of these, there's also a 10% off code for Harriet's website for Sew Me Sunshine. So that's everything that's in the goodie bags, apart from, so that was everything sent by our sponsors, but I also just wanted to share that Emma at Crafty Clyde had some badges produced earlier in the year, I think, which you may have already seen. So they say sewing saves lives, and Emma had these produced to raise funds for Norwich Mind charity. She had some stock left over and she wanted them to go to good homes, so those are going to be jotted inside some of the goodie bags, so some attendees will receive one of those. And I know Emma, when she had the pins produced, made a donation to Norwich Mind anyway, but we're going to be making another, just a small additional donation from the Sewing Weekender as well, just in the spirit of those pin badges. Right, so that's everything. I will be back after the Weekender to share some clips from the weekend of our speakers and of our attendees.
Fingers